1997, October 1st, the end day. Savage war engulfs the world. Civilization is destroyed. An evolution had taken place. The Earth's axis shifted and all creatures became mutated. Life would never be the same. Those surviving vowed not to repeat their mistakes of the past and erected a giant tower in the sky to oppress evil forever. Presenting number 4 on the 5 for 500 special, Crystalis. Crystalis, of course, is an old game from 1990 from SNK, and of course, it is a rather old game. It goes by its Japanese title, Godslayer. So we're gonna play it. 100 years have passed. Most of the Earth has become dominated by mutated creatures. People worked together to rebuild their villages and their lives, but they still lived in fear. As they feared the rebirth of evil, they remembered the construction of the tower and its consequences once activation had begun. Once evil emerged, would they still stand a chance? There was still one hope. Okay, so basically, in Crystalis, you play as a scientist from the future. Since there have been many people who rarely, and I do mean rarely, own this game or have it in their personal collection. I happen to be one of those people who happens to own a personal copy of Crystalis. And of course, there will be side hints about the game, especially the original title of it. And of course, if I can fit I don't think I could fit my entire nickname in there. Can it fit 6? Yeah, I can fit 6. Okay. Oh, fine. I won't go by my warrior name, but I'll go by my name I used to be called in Japanese school. Izikun. So with that, let's go. And just like that, here I am. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave! Hi. The wind here is always cold, but we're used to it. Now, truth be told, the first town is called Leaf. And of course, this game is somewhat inspired by Hayao Miyazaki, because there was an anime under the same title. And of course, the title I'm going to use for this first episode is a tribute to that anime. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I ran from you when we first met. Zebu says he's having a hard time with the windmill guard, so he's sleeping. Zebu is one of the very few elders that you're going to meet throughout your quest. So the first part we're going to go through is, well, we're going to actually go and help the town. I am the village elder. You awoke from inside the cave, didn't you? We were told you would arrive. You are our last hope to defeat evil. Receive this sword to protect you on your quest. This and others like it will guide you. So now I have the Sword of Wind. Now what he meant by that is that there are 5 swords in total. And they're all made from the base elements. So you have sword, you have the Sword of Wind, water, fire, earth, and thunder. And they all form the most powerful known sword ever made, known as Crystalis. So, our appearance I have it in mind. That can be fixed. So, now that we have the Sword of Wind equipped, please be careful. Our destiny is in your hands. There's no windmill to the north. Never seen it working. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of this game. But there are a few people who know of the Game Boy Color version of it. It just has this terrible thing about it that says, well, it's inferior to this version. You have finally awoken. This money is from the wise man Zebu. It's yours. So now that I have money, it's time to get fully equipped. So now that we are fully equipped, as you can see, you have a force bar, and every time you hold the attack button down, you can fire off a sword beam. Now, unlike Legend of Zelda, in which you have to have full power to fire off the sword beam, to fire off your sword beam, here, life doesn't matter. You just have to be very quick to do it. Now, yes, throughout this Let's Play, I am going to be using cheats. Of course, it's a game that I personally have, so of course I'm just going to be. So of course I am going to be cheating. Of course, the first time I actually played this game, I was about maybe 12 years old when I first played this game on my NES. Like I said, that was the thing. That was the thing that my mom did for me. She found games that I've never heard of. Therefore, the things she does, the things she did for me as a kid, reflect the way I am now with video games. So for the most part, yeah. We're going to be working through... The first part we're working through is the area of Leaf. And... it's only best that you find as many enemies as you can and basically... put a hole through them. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Just stab enemies and put a hole through them. So let's check everything out. Like this area right here. This area will take you to Old Man Zebu. I'm called Zebu. Izikun, you are the one we've been waiting for. Try to make the windmill work. If you can do this, I will teach you some magic. Now, you wonder how you can do this? Very easy. We have to go find the sleeping guard. Now, of course, every enemy in this area will only give you one point of experience and $2. Some may give you less. Like the slimes will give you $1. So now we go through here to find the sleeping guard, who happens to be right up here. But the one thing we're going to need is to go back to town to buy the alarm flute. And let me tell you, I've waited so long to do this game because I own it. Excellent! Your level's increased. So let's go back to Leaf. And to the item shop. And purchase the following. The alarm flute. What strangely looks like an ocarina. So now we head right back to up north, where we can actually go and find the sleeping guard and wake him up. Now, before we do that, make sure that you have that equipped. Wake up. Huh? What was that? Don't do that again! Oh, it's you. Please don't tell Zebu. Take this to start the windmill. Zebu says a strange ball is hidden in these caves. He says it can break rock walls. So we now have the windmill kit. And every time you use an item, it just vanishes. So, we equip the windmill key, go inside, and use it. The windmill begins to work. Now, the windmill works, and we can now go there. Now, one thing you never have to worry in this game is the fact that, well, you don't have to go to Zebu. So next place we're going to is that now open cave that just formed right next to the windmill. Which is right around here. Right around here, in this area. You've done well. I will now teach you the magic of refresh. You know how to refresh. Now refresh is basically your cure spell. So if you need to use it, it's best when you use it, use it in small doses. That way you will not waste MP. Now these enemies, of course, as you see, give 2 experience. These green slugs, rather. And $2. I do know of other games that I read about when I was a kid. And like I said, Crystalis was one of those games that I never heard of it when I was a kid. And because my mom used to go with the choir back in the day, because they used to go to places like New York City and whatnot. I think just New York City every so often. Sadly, they don't do that anymore, being that they're under new management and whatnot. Because had they still done that now, the stories I would tell. Red slimes will poison you. Of course, these enemies will net you 3 experience. And these bats will just only net you a lowly 1 experience. But I'm going to stab him anyway because that lowly experience can give me another level. Plus, I'm not turning down money. Well, actually, they don't give you any money. But just that 1 bit of experience. Excellent, your level's increased. And then here we find a medical herb. We have golems as well. Of course, I believe they net you 4 experience. So it's good to stab them. And here's the wall you can't get through, in which you'll need the ever-important ball of wind. Now the thing here is, you're poisoned. Which doesn't mean a damn to me, really. But here's the thing. Ball artifacts can only give you a force level of 2. While if you get something like the bracelet, it will give you 3. But the thing about the bracelets are, well, they cost an MP. Well, let's see what we find in here. Oh, I think this is the ball of wind. Oh no, this is the warp boots. That's even better. Now, warp boots are just like any other item that you find or buy. They're a one-time use item, and well, after you use them, that's it. But that is, I believe, the ball of wind. Yeah, that's the ball of wind. And as you see with the ball of wind, my aura gets bigger, and with that, you can fire off a ball of wind. So with that, let's break that wall down. And we get an antidote. I believe there's a boss here. No. Now, of course, like I said, you do get more powers over time. But, of course, they do give you more, it does cost more MP to use, so therefore, use your items and magic sparingly and accordingly. I realize I'm poisoned, but you know what? I don't care. Boom! And I believe this will take us to the boss. So let's have this charge like the Mega Buster. And in this chest we find another medical herb. Now if you're playing this normally, you would know that you would have to be level 4 or round about this level just to get to the first boss of the game. So now with my sword charge, let's take on the first boss. Now the first boss, of course, you can actually just go and stab him, or if you're feeling ballsy, stock charging, but you know. And with that, we get the rabbit boots. They're gonna be very useful in the next area. Trust me. So let's use the level 2 charge again. And this takes us to the next area known as Brimmire. Now, as you can see, with certain enemies, you can't really get rid of unless you have a certain power. Or so I think this is Brimire. I don't think this is Brimire. But this is why we're going to check the place out, so just so I can be right. I can be correct on my findings. Because the first area is Leaf, the second one is Brimire. But if you really want to get some more experience, just fight these enemies. Poison Marsh can still take your life, so I'm not 100% immune to anything poison. And my level's increased again. Now, good thing is that, well, it only takes off just a small lick of health, but not too much damage, you know. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't go there yet. Not without the gas masks. Izikun, you cannot climb this yet. You don't have enough power to make it. Meaning, what he says, you have not met the requirements to go to this area yet. Not without the proper sword and equipment. But yeah, this is the next area we are going to tackle, and more than likely, this is the area that I basically quit. And you now have the Statue of Onyx. What good that is, I have no idea just yet. And I'm just letting my younger self take over from here just by doing one thing you can actually do in any RPG, and that is explore. So this is Brimmire, I believe. I am Akana. Yeah, Akana. I am Akana. I used to have an unusual statue, but I dropped it near the river. 'Twas a great find and will be difficult to replace it. Have you seen it? Oh, you mean the Statue of Onyx? Yeah. Town is mostly for travelers. Pretty noisy, isn't it? I've heard that there's a village where only women live. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder too. Yes, I wish to buy some leather armor and a bronze shield. If you go east, you'll find the forest. It's a grand maze where plants will shoot poison. The village of Oak lies deep in the forest. The people there don't understand our language. So we have a pub, an appraisal, an inn, weapons, and item shops. There are two routes to Mount Saber. That's where I was before. That was the mountain area I just went to not too long ago, Mount Saber. One is west and one north. Both roads are very dangerous. So let's see what kind of information I can get out of this. I just found out how to get rich quick later. I told him that I getting money from stones I found at Mount Saber. After that, he got excited. The wise man Tornell lives with his pupils in the north. Welcome, please have some refreshments. Your pub sucks, sir! Just saying. Yeah, this is the pawn shop. No, I have nothing to pawn. Thank you. I'm gonna say, well, heal. And, of course, I'm gonna save here. And of course, I'm going to do an off-screen save state. So when we come back, I'm going to traverse some areas to probably get through Mount Saber and possibly the Poisonous Forest. Well, let's play Crystalis returns right after this.